Good afternoon, everyone. Let's call the conference committee on a number of consumer protection measures that we have on this afternoon's agenda. And let me introduce my colleagues on the Senate side, and then I'll ask for Chair Johansson to introduce his colleagues from the House. On the first measure, I don't see my co-chair, but we do have Senator Rhodes, Senator Sam Buenaventura, Senator Gabbard, and Senator Chang.
Thank you. And for SB 3075, on behalf of the House, we have myself and Representative Todd as co-chairs, Representatives Kitagawa and Matsumoto as managers.
Okay. Let's see. Shall we begin with Senate Bill 3075?
Oh, sure.
Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay. On behalf of the Senate, I am Chair. Shimabukuro is my co-chair. We have members Chang and Favela. And this has to do with the franchise tax. You want to introduce your colleagues?
Sure. And my apologies for jumping the gun. On this measure, we have myself and Representative Todd as co-chairs and Representatives Kitagawa and Matsumoto as managers.
The Senate has proposed a CD that changes the effective date to upon approval as requested by both DCCA and DOTAX. However, this has both Ways and Means and Finance on it, so we need their release.
Yes, my recommendation would be that, plus while we figure out how to secure their release and address some of their existing concerns, if we can move this, reconvene this tomorrow, the 27th of April at 1:30 p.m. Would that be okay in this room?
Certainly. Thank you. The next item on our agenda is Senate Bill 2185, Senate Draft 3, relating to fireworks. Councilors R. Baker as chair, Moriwaki Kidani as co-chairs, and member Favela.
And on behalf of the House, we have myself and Representative Todd as co-chairs, Representatives Kitagawa and Matsumoto as managers.
And I believe this will require both FAM approval, Ways and Means and Finance.
Yeah.
So shall we move this one over to the 27th at 1:30?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay. Let's see. The next item on our agenda is Senate Bill 2685, House Draft 1, relating to Planned Community Associations. On behalf of the Senate, Baker is chair, co-chair Gabbard, members Chang and Favela.
And on behalf of the House, we have myself as chair, Representatives Kitagawa and Matsumoto as managers.
I believe that you are in receipt of a proposed CD that changes the effective date to January 1, 2023.
Yes, we are. And that comports with, I think, the requested amendments by the authors of the bill, just to give time for phasing this in.
Are you prepared to vote on this measure today?
We are, but let me just confer real quick and double check.
Okay.
Yes, we are good to go.
Okay. So the recommendation of the chairs on Senate Bill 2685 is to pass a conference draft. And this is the Senate bill. I'll take the Senate first, if that's all right.
Please.
Baker votes aye. Co-chair Gabbard.
Aye.
Manager Chang.
Aye.
And Manager Favela is excused. Going to take the vote for the House managers.
Sure. Or do you want to take it for us?
Oh.
No.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Chair Johansson.
Aye.
Manager Kitagawa. Aye. And Manager Matsumoto.
Aye.
Very good. We have a bill.
Thank you.
Excellent. you. The next item on our joint agenda is Senate Bill 2125 relating to liquor licenses. On behalf of the Senate, Baker is chair. My co-chair is Senator Rhodes, and we have members Chang and Favela.
And on behalf of the House, we have myself and Representative Todd as co-chairs, Representatives Kitagawa and Matsumoto as managers.
We requested a CD to change the effective date back to upon approval. There are some technical, non-substantive amendments that were made that are perfectly fine with us. However, I do believe we need finance approval.
We do, and we don't have it yet. So
When
if
would
we
you
can-
like to reconvene on this?
if we can just reconvene this tomorrow at our 1:30 agenda,
Okay,
that would be great. In
Sounds
room
good.
224.
all right. The next item on our agenda is Senate Bill 2279, House Draft 2, relating to catalytic converters. On behalf of the Senate, Baker is chair. My co-chair is Senator Rhodes, members Riviere and Favela.
And on behalf of the House, we have myself and Representative Nakashima as co-chairs, Representatives Kitagawa and Matsumoto as managers.
Let's see, we sent a proposal, a proposed CD to the House, and it removes the exemptions and changes the effective date to make sections 3 and 4 effective upon approval, and the rest of the bill effective January 1, 2023.
So we're in receipt of that, and we are considering it. I need to broach it with my co-chair. And if he is amenable, we might be able to vote on this tomorrow.
Okay, all right, so we will reconvene on Senate Bill 2279, House Draft 2, catalytic converters tomorrow in conference room 224 at 1:30 p.m. The next item on our agenda is House Bill 2272, House Draft 1, Senate Draft 1, relating to condominium associations. On behalf of the Senate, Baker is chair. Members are Riviere, San Buenaventura, and Favela.
And on behalf of the House, we have myself as chair, Representatives Kitagawa and Matsumoto as managers. On this particular bill, I think we're still having to reconcile the shared concern that you and I have about ensuring a certain level of a certain frequency with respect to these reserve study funds, while ensuring that there are enough qualified people to do it. So I'm still in the midst of preparing a conference draft
Okay.
for your review.
Shall we roll this one to 1:30 tomorrow in
That'd be
this
great.
conference room?
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. We are fast.
Right,
We
so
have, we have,
we have a 3-minute break.
yeah, we have an agenda at 1:45, so let's take we will conclude the 1:30 agenda, and in a couple of minutes, we will open the 1:45 agenda.
Okay, good afternoon. Welcome back. Convening our 1:45 p.m. agenda with House bills of the Joint Conference Committees of Consumer Protection and Commerce. On the House side, we have 3 bills on this agenda and a lot of progress on this particular agenda. So if you don't mind, Chair Baker, we'll just jump right into it.
Please proceed.
Okay. HB 2108, HD1, SD2. This is relating to the special purpose digital currency licensure scheme. On behalf of the House, we have myself and Representative Todd as co-chairs, Representatives Kitagawa and Matsumoto as managers.
On behalf of the Senate, Baker is chair. My co-chairs are Senators Lakai, Mizalucha, and Manager Favela.
Thank you. I think on this, there's a lot of great work that has been done to date, but work remains. So we're in the process of trying to produce a conference draft 1 for the Senate's consideration
Okay, thank you.
on this important measure.
Thank you.
So we hope to get that to you soon. Next on HB 20. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Yeah. So if you don't mind, can we attach this to our 1:30 agenda tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So we'll reconvene HB 2108 tomorrow at 1:30 in this room 224 on Wednesday, April 27th.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, moving on to HB 2111, HD1, SD1. This is relating to insurance. And this is our big insurance bill for the session. On behalf of the House, we have myself as chair, Representatives Kitagawa and Matsumoto as manager.
On behalf of the Senate, Baker's chair, members Chang, Riviere, and Favela.
And on HB 2111, we have passed you a conference draft with it's largely the Senate amendments, except in the proposed conference draft 1. This would make the effective date July 1, 2022, with the provision that sections 2 and 7 related to annuities that are a little bit more complicated to get up to speed, giving them a little bit more of a delay. Those provisions would take effect on January 1, 2023.
The Senate is amenable to those changes and recommendations and is prepared to vote.
Excellent, as are we. Get myself situated here. Okay. The recommendation of the House and the Senate managers is to pass HB 2111 with amendments and proposed conference draft. Let's see. I vote aye. Representative Kitagawa.
Aye.
Representative Matsumoto.
Aye.
Thank you. And may I take the vote on behalf of the Senate?
Yes, please.
Chair Baker.
Aye.
Senator Chang.
Aye.
Thank you. Senator Riviere
Aye.
and Senator Favela.
Aye.
Okay, we have a bill.
Excellent.
Great. Next up on the agenda, we have House Bill 137. This is relating to liquor licensing and liquor tax law. So Senator, we've sent over a CD1 for your review. And mainly the changes were that we took what the Senate had done in the SD2 version, and then we changed the effective date to January 1st, 2023 to allow time in case there were ongoing investigations. So we do have finance release on this. Do you have, I think it's WAM release.
I believe we do. Where's our WAM rep? Are we okay to vote on this one? I do.
You do.
I do.
I'll do it once.
My Maui colleague, what can I say? Yes, let's vote.
Okay, great. So we will vote on House Bill 137. So the recommendation of the House and Senate managers is to pass with amendments. For the House, I vote aye. Co-Chair Todd.
Aye.
Manager Kobayashi. Manager Morikawa.
Aye.
Manager Matsumoto.
Aye.
And Senator Baker, can I take the vote for the Senate?
Yes, please.
Okay. Chair Baker,
Aye.
Co-Chair Rhodes,
Aye.
Co-Chair Keith Ageron,
Yes.
and Manager Favela.
Yes.
Great. And we have another bill.
Yay.
151.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna adjourn our 1:30, the 1:45 agenda. No, we have one.
No, we have a one. Two bills. Okay, all right. Now let's reconvene our conference. This one is the 150 agenda. Here in conference room 224, we have a couple of items on our agenda. Let's see. The first one is Senate Bill 1105, Senate Draft 2, House Draft 1, relating to mortgage loan recovery fund. On behalf of the Senate, Baker is chair, Shimabukuro and Kim are co-chairs, and member Favela.
And on behalf of the House, we have myself and Representative Todd as co-chairs, Representatives Kitagawa and Matsumoto as managers.
Okay. We had drafted a CD, sent it to you folks. It basically changes the effective date to July 1, 2022 as DCCA requested. And we sent a memo to get WAM release, and did my WAM guy go?
We don't have FIN though.
Okay, we don't have release. So shall we roll this one over to our 1:30 agenda tomorrow?
That would be terrific.
Okay. Okay. Let's see, the next item then would be Senate Bill 3084, House Draft 1, relating to elevator mechanics licensing board composition. On behalf of the Senate, Baker is chair. My co-chairs are my managers are Chang, Detroit, and Favela, and we are all here.
And on behalf of the House, I have myself as chair and Reps Mizuno and Matsumoto as managers.
We have requested a CD that basically just changes the effective date to upon approval, which was requested by DCCA.
Okay, we haven't received did you send one to our office yet or not yet? Oh, okay. So we'll be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
So maybe we can roll this one to tomorrow too.
Okay. It just is the bill, just changes the effective date, but yes, we can roll this till tomorrow at 1:30.
Okay, 1:30 sounds good.
And I believe that does that bring us to the end of the agenda?
Doesn't need.
Okay, we're adjourned. Thank
Very
you.
productive.